Hi, this homework is for the 11th of August when we first started doing translating parabolas. We were using vertex form. We were talking about vertex form. So let me write that down for you. It is this formula right here. Okay. Now then, part one is just gonna focus on sliding up and down, so we're gonna focus on this number right here. Part two will focus on a different one. So here we go. To start us off, we're always going to compare to this. This is our base graph. And everything we do, we compare to this one. So I know that this one looks like this. I've got, I can just show you that at 0, 0, we have a dot. And then at 1 squared is 1, we have a dot. At 2 squared is 4, so we have another dot. And then -1, negative times negative is positive. That's right here. And then -2, -2 squared, -2 times -2 is also positive 4. We have a parabola that looks like this. And that goes forever and ever, because we could go to 3 and it would be 9 way up here, and then we could go to 4 and it'd be 16 way up here, right? But we don't need to. That's the base graph. Okay. Now then, what are we doing with this number at the end? Well, if we add a number at the end, what happens is we move the graph up. So if I gave you a picture, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. 1, 2, 1, 2. What we have is a graph that's been shifted up, translated up. And so this one, if I plot those points, I'm going to have, whenever 0 goes in, 0 plus 3, I would get 0, 3. So that's right there. Then when 1 goes in, 1 squared is 1. 1 plus 3 is 4. So over 1, 4. -1 would also be 4, because -1 squared is positive 1. Don't make that mistake. Don't say it's -1. Positive 1 plus 3 is 4. Let's see. And then 2. 2 squared is 4. 4 plus 3 is 7. And up here is 7. And then -2 is 4 again. Remember, negative times negative is positive 4 plus 3 is 7. So once again, my parabola looks like this. Goes forever and ever in that direction. Right? Now then, notice on this one, from the vertex, you went over 1, up 1 to find this point. You went over 2, up 4 to find this point. Now if you look, it's the same thing here. If I go from the vertex, if I go over 1 and up 1, I find the first dot. If I go over 2 and up 4, I find the second dot. It works the same way. Now then, the other thing that could happen is I could move it down. So what if I had y equals x squared minus 3? Well, then my picture would, same place, 1, 3, 4, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So if I move it down 3, the picture's just going to slide down, right? So we can plot the points just to see. Oops, whenever 0 goes in, 0 squared is 0. 0 minus 3, that's negative 3. So that's that point right there. If I put 1 in, 1 times 1 is 1. 1 minus 3 is negative 2. And then negative 1, of course, is the other one. It's going to be the same, because negative 1 squared is positive 1 minus 3 is negative 2. And then when I put 2 in there, 2 squared is 4. 4 minus 3 is positive 1. So when I go over 2, I go up there, and the other side is exactly the same. Okay, my parabola looks like this. Once again, remember, here I went over 1, up 1, over 2, up 4. Look, the same thing happens. Over 1, up 1, over 2, up 4. Exactly the same. That is shifting up and down. That's the end of part 1.